15-year-old Kerrie Brown was last seen at a house party in Thompson in October 1986. The teen's body was found outside the city 2 days later. Her homicide has never been solved. Her murder devastated her family, her friends, and the entire community. 4 decades later, a new book is shedding light on the Kerrie Brown murder and the impact it had on those who knew and loved her. The book is titled Deafening Sound of Sorrow, written by Kathleen Ricard. Joining us now is author Kathleen Ricard. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, obviously, the case being unsolved, that's the main focus of most people when they think about Kerrie.
Yeah, true crime.
But you were friends with Kerrie.
Yes.
You hung out with her.
Yes.
And when it happened, it had a major impact on the community, including on you.
Yes.
You want to focus more on who she was in this book. Tell us a little bit about why you wanted to do that.
Because every time it was brought up, anniversaries, or her. I've had friends die in the past of my childhood, tragically or accidentally. And when I think of them, I think of memories I've had with them, not how they died. And for this, I just wanted to focus on her, change the narrative a little bit, and remember her beautiful memory and how she inspired me, impacted my entire life. Every milestone in my life, I've always thought of her. Every point that, something happened great to me.
Yeah.
Going to school, having children, having a 15-year-old daughter,
right.
And realizing and putting myself in Kerrie's parents' position. Like, how could you lose a 15-year-old daughter? Or my son, who happens to be born on her birthday.
Wow.
So I just remember that hit me hard, that what I was carrying, holding in my arms, was the means to measure the pain of losing a child.
Right.
So on the 35th anniversary, when a friend called me up and, he knew I wrote this book. He knew the name I had given him.
So you had started the book
in my 20s.
And then you shelved it. But the book was mainly about Kerrie, the murder itself.
It was angry.
Okay.
It focused more on who did it and the suspects and how it, everybody was angry about it. And because Kerrie wasn't a risk taker. She wasn't the type of girl to put herself in a situation, right? She was very cautious. She was very shy, very cute, lovable. And I couldn't decide whether cute or pretty was the right word to describe her.
Yeah.
So I called her pretty cute in the book. So yeah, it was just more focusing on how she impacted my life. I met her in the summer of 1986. We hung out with a bunch of great, goofy teenagers. We did stupid stuff, card tag on the city streets, partied. Yes, we drank.
Yeah.
But we hung out and we had this bond. And I don't know why we came together, because we came from all parts of the city. And it just totally threw us for a loop. So, and those memories I have of her, like, I try to glom onto them, but when this person called me, this old friend, and we argued, I said, there's no end. Everybody wants an end. I'm waiting. I knew that if they were caught or arrested, I could pull out that box again and look at it. But this time when I looked at it, I saw anger and resentment and pointing fingers. And I can write better. I can do better. I can make a better story. So that's what I did. I focused on her. And then while writing the book, I was, oh my God, what inspired us? We created a youth group. I stood up in front of all the schools in Thompson and talked about safety and the lessons we learned. There was such a communication screw up back then. Somebody thought she was sleeping at, her best friend's house. Her mom thought she went home. So we didn't know she was missing until noon the next day. So we focused on that and that message. Take care of each other, look out for each other, because this could happen anywhere.
So the Deafening Sound of Sorrow, you chose that title. Can you tell me why?
I couldn't get it out of my mind, because I worked for South Power for 27 years. I wrote SOPs. What triggered it? So when I decided to change the trajectory of the book, writing SOPs, what triggers the SOP? What triggers the thing? It was when on October 18th at 7:10 p.m. I picked up the phone to all my friends crying. And I'll never forget it. No, but I knew they had found a body. A body? I remember thinking at 14 years old, what does that mean? A body? It's dead, right? A body means dead. And then we waited 6 hours to have her identified by her father, because her mother was blind. And then I was waiting for the call, and at 7:10, that's when everything just changed for us. Kathy, we just turned it.
We're out of time already.
Okay.
The Deafening Sound of Sorrow is available in all books. If this murder remains unsolved, if you do have any information that could lead to the arrest, you're asked to call RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing this with us.
Thank you.